All right, guys, the 2023 Model S right here. We got those nice wheels over there, and the handlebars do pop out right here. So we're gonna check this out and give it a quick drive and see how it is compared to our Tesla Model Y performance. But definitely the S is superior because it's more expensive. So just stepping in right here, you can see they have the nice wood trim here, and you got the cream color interior. Nice. So this one has a yoke steering wheel. Look at that. Boom! Yoke steering wheel. This allows you to have a clear look at the screen, and it just feels roomier with the yoke steering wheel right here. They updated the display, so now it is horizontal versus just vertical, which is way better because then you have your map and you have your entertainment or other information here. Solid. You have two charger right here, wireless charger. You also have this glove box. Wow, this thing is deep right here. So there we go. You got the box here. You have another layer down there. Sweet dual cup holder. Oh wow, this thing even opens up for more storage. So lots of nice little features there, very smooth. And you have the back here. Now you have no bar, so the top is just wide, big window on the top right there. So huge window on the top. You have Alcantara up here. Nice Alcantara. And we got a little mirror. Boop, here, there we are. What's going on? All right, sweet. Nice, 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 nice. So the seats, first impression, does feel a little bit stiffer than the Model Y performance seats. The back seats there. The cool thing about the back seat is, check this out. Back here, you actually have an entertainment screen. You got air vents. Lots of nice little luxury back there. So pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and mount this camera so we can do a test drive. All right, I'm gonna move the seats up. This is definitely a lower seating position than the Model Y, but that's how the Model S is. And this one has the yoke steering wheel. So to control the reverse and drive, you just slide right here. So going up there, now we are in drive mode. We're just gonna push the pedal to drive, and we are off. There we go. Oh, the yoke steering wheel, sweet. There we go, there we go. All right, we're gonna go take it for a little quick drive. So this is the Tesla 2023 Model S, the all-wheel drive. What I noticed right away, it's a more comfortable drive, more comfortable suspension than the Model Y performance for sure. Let's go ahead and take this up the road. We'll wait for this light right here to turn green, and then we'll just kind of blast it, just have the feel for the higher performance of the Model S. Not only does it perform better than the Model Y and the Model 3, but it also has longer range. Although I think the storage-wise, the Model Y might actually have a more utilizable storage compartment because you have the bigger storage back there. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and launch this and just see how it feels. Is it worth the premium over the Model Y? Some would say so. Is it worth the premium over the Model 3? It's definitely a bigger car. So let's launch right now, and here we go. Whoa, it's fast. It's fast. It got a nice surge right there. It's solid. And I love the screen right here because I can see what's going on. And it just looks a little bit more premium. It feels more premium, and the yoke is nice. All right, that's the first experience right there. The first time launching the Model S 2023 version. Funny story is the first time I test drove the Model S was way back when they just launched the Model S. It's been a while since I've been in an S. So it's a refreshing experience. It does feel like a bigger car, but at the same time, it's still very nimble and very quick. In terms of how does it compare to the Model X that we drove last week, it's about the same. I mean, okay, so once you're in a Tesla, you enjoy all the luxury of having a Tesla, which is the instant torque, the instant acceleration, the supercharging, the nice software that goes with it, just the experience of having a Tesla. And you can definitely have that experience in a Model 3, a Model Y, a Model S, a Model X. They're all the same. If you just want that futuristic Tesla experience, go for the Model 3, or if you have a little bit more money, go for the Model Y, so you have more space and cargo area as well. But that's where the sweet spot is in terms of getting the experience of a Tesla, enjoying the future of technology, and not spending a whole lot because you'll be able to sell it later and then buy the latest, greatest next Tesla that comes out, right? Or another EV if you want to try out a different EV. If you have the extra money and you want to splurge, then yeah, go for the Model S or go for the Model X for more speed and more luxury. One thing I haven't test drove in a long time is the Model 3. I've kind of tested here and there being in my friends' cars, and I noticed the Model 3 ironically, is the most sporty feeling of all the Teslas that are available right now. It's just a little bit more smaller, lower to the ground than the Y is, and more nimble than the Model S is. So we're gonna try the Model 3 in a little bit and see how it is. But so far right now, the Model S is very fast, but it definitely feels more like a luxury sedan. You can feel the weight of this thing. But it's so fast and so comfortable with the yoke steering wheel and everything. It's definitely a nice drive, but like I said, going back to value, where is the value in this car? Well, the value in this one is for this prestige. It's a Model S, it's a little bit bigger, it's more comfortable, and it has more technology. People in the back seats have a screen for entertainment. You have the bigger opening of the tail hatchback versus a Model 3, which is similar to a Model Y, but in a sedan configuration. So I guess that's where it actually separates itself, right? Because the Model S is actually more of a hatchback than a traditional sedan with a trunk. So the Model 3 is the only one that actually has a trunk. The Model Y and the Model S and the Model X all have the hatchback, which is I like better because you can store more back there. And it's just more spacious. But the thing about the hatchback is it does open the car for more noise from the back to come in. But in this car, I don't hear the noise. So the signal on this thing is buttons right here. So you just tap the buttons and you can signal. And here's a yoke steering wheel making a turn. A little bit more difficult to make a turn, especially if you got like a cup in hand. It's a little bit more challenged, but at the same time, it's like playing a video game with the yoke steering wheel right here. It's definitely something that takes a while to get used to. I would say making a U-turn for me with the yoke steering wheel is still a little bit of a challenge because you can't just ride and grab on the wheel and let it just rotate, right? You have to catch it. You have to keep catching it. I love the yoke steering wheel. I think it's futuristic. Even if there's some inconvenience, it's still something new. And when you're getting a Tesla, you want to just get something that is exciting, it's new. Because if you want to get something that's basic, you can always go for your Honda Accord or your Toyota Camry, right? You're getting a Tesla because you want to try something exciting, something new. So just go all out. Go for the yoke steering wheel. It's something refreshing, something new. And when people come into your Tesla, they'll be very curious about it. And it's very nice too, because I've had the Model Y Performance for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and it's starting to feel more normal, whereas this is again a really refreshing with the display here. You have the yoke steering wheel, and it just makes the atmosphere, it just makes it a little bit more open right here. Yeah, so smooth. Tesla Model S. If money was not an issue, I'd get one of these. But of course, we live in a world where money is a currency that you have to decide how to spend it, right? So Model Y is probably by far the best value because it's got the extra space, you have the higher seating, and you still got the nice performance. Model Y long range, especially the 2023 one, is pretty comfortable. Not quite as comfortable as the Model S or the Model X, but very comfortable still. If you want something that has a lot of performance and still have the Tesla technology, you can either go for the Model 3 Performance or the Model Y Performance. I would say the Model 3 Performance is the sweet spot in terms of something that's sporty, compact, very cost effective, very fun to drive. And then if you want something that's similar to the Model 3 Performance but with a little more storage, and that's where you get the Model Y Performance, which I think is probably a very good spot because obviously I'm biased. I have the Model Y Performance and I love it. I really like it. Now my wife prefers the Model Y long range because it's a softer suspension with a smaller wheel, it's more comfortable. But as a sport enthusiast, the Model Y Performance just ticks all the boxes for me. I would love the Model 3 Performance even more because it's lower to the ground, it's a little bit more performance in terms of speed because it's a 3.1 second 0 to 60 versus the 3.5 0 to 60 with the Model Y Performance, but they're pretty close, but just sitting lower with the Model 3 Performance is nice. Anyway, we're gonna try to take a turn here with the yoke steering wheel, and we're gonna try to do a U-turn with the yoke steering wheel too in a little bit to see how it feels. But yeah, this feels nice. Nice. And I've been trying the Model X and now the Model S too. It would be so sweet to have a Model S Plaid or a Model X Plaid. But yeah, that's just burning money. If you have money burning a hole in your pocket, then yeah, go for it. But I would love to have one just so that I can make some videos about it. But nonetheless, you know, Tesla's nice with their test drive. I love it. I actually brought my Tesla in for service and they let me test drive this. And I just asked them for a test drive and it's easy enough to get a test drive. So here we are test driving the Model S, punching it again. Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's so fun. It never gets old. But again, that's why you get the Model Y Performance so you can get that punch. Because if you get the Model Y Long Range, you don't have quite the punch. Now this is the Model S regular one, not the Plaid, but it has as much punch or maybe even a little bit more performance than the Model Y Performance because you know you're way up in league and it is comfortable. I love the comfort of this car. It's comfortable, it's fast, it's kind of the best of everything except price. So you know if you have money, then you can buy the best combination there is right now, like the Model X Plaid or the Model S Plaid, right? Money is the solution to it all. I would really love to test drive the Model 3 now that I've experienced the Model X, the Model S right here, and in owning the Model Y Performance, I've kind of got the chance to test drive all of them. And I think they all have their own little sweet spot. Model X would be for big families, especially if you have babies, you want to get them in the backseat a little bit easier, and if you have money. If you don't have money, people always say the Model Y is such a massive value compared to the Model X, right? You're getting almost 90% of the vehicle for half the price. And the Model S is kind of like if you want to go for a sedan and you want a luxury feel. Bigger sedan, right? Otherwise, you can go for the Model 3. Now, the Model 3 is a small sedan. It is kind of like a Toyota Corolla size, smaller sedan. So if that works for you, then Model 3 is fine. But if you want the spaciousness and you still are on budget, then Model Y would be my recommendation. We're gonna try a turn here, and I wanna do a U-turn in a little bit. So we're gonna find a road where we can do a U-turn. But so far, so good. Very smooth ride here. I forget what time it is, because we do have to bring this car back to them in about 2 minutes. So we're gonna do a U-turn right here. Okay, so here's where we're gonna do a U-turn. So I'm gonna go signal right here. So we're gonna pop a U-turn, and you'll see how this yoke steering wheel works as a U-turn. It's gonna be interesting. I've done it before. It's not that bad, but like I said, the U-turn is a little bit more difficult when you have a cup in your hand and you're trying to like one-hand drive, right? So that's where some people might prefer the actual round steering wheel. But like I said, the yoke steering wheel is so futuristic, so fun. Like, I would get the yoke steering wheel without question. In fact, I kind of even want to get a yoke steering wheel from a Model Y, but I just still like to be OEM and I don't want to modify my car too much. But yeah, the yoke steering wheel, sweet. Sweet. All right, so we're gonna wait for the light to turn green and we'll pop a U-turn. Okay, here we go. U-turn with the yoke steering wheel. Let's go. Not too bad. There we go. Oh, here's where you released it. And yeah, when you release it, it takes a little while to get used to that release, but boom, punch it. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. One-handed yoke steering wheel, turn right. There we go. Getting used to it. Oh, and a punch. Sweet. There we go. And go through this light right here. Punch, punch, punch. Boom. Man, you cannot not enjoy a car like this. Like, no matter how your day is, it always makes my day to feel that punch. And I'm coming from a car that has a lot of performance too. Like my previous car is a Honda S2000, which is very fun to drive, and I also have a 1998 Acura NSX with a supercharger, has 420 horsepower. So I'm used to high performance, really involving drive with the manual transmission and everything. And people say, yeah, I mean, there's the manual transmission sports car, then there's an automatic transmission sports car, and then there's the EV in terms of stepping down, in terms of involvement, right? But I think they're wrong, because driving a Tesla and being able to have this instant acceleration, instant torque, and the feel of being on a roller coaster is just as involving as shifting to the gear, because now you're at a higher speed, you're focused on making those turns and keeping the car on the road. So it's a different focus, right? You're not rolling through the gear, but you're going through the corners at higher speed and you're punching it, whoa, like that. Yeah, it's crazy, it's nice. Tesla Model S right here, or any Tesla, you have that amazing acceleration, amazing torque. It's a sweet experience for sure. Let's go ahead and tap to park. And that's it. That's our Model S test drive right there. Let me know, guys. Do you guys like the Model S, Model X, Model 3, or Model Y? Boom! Let me know in the comments.